In this video, you and I are going to go over the 3 best exercises for stronger and bigger quads. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Ted. Your quads are made out of 4 heads, okay? So I'll put a picture on the screen right here. You have your vastus medialis over here, then your vastus lateralis over here on the outside of your leg, and then in the middle you have your vastus intermedius and your rectus femoris. Now that you have a clear picture of the heads of your quad, let's dive into the first exercise to start growing and strengthening your quad. Exercise number 1 is going to be barbell back squats with your heels elevated, and you want to focus on putting your knees over your toes or having your knees travel over your toes when you get to the bottom of the rep. So why do we do this? It's because both of those, focusing on bringing your knees over your toes and having your heels elevated, are going to create more knee flexion, which is going to put more stress on your quads, which is going to be best if you want to focus on growing your quads. As you can see right here, I placed 2 plates there. If you have heel wedges or wedges at your gym, use those. If not, just use some plates. But you place the 2 plates down, get a comfortable foot position, make sure they're going to work when you go and grab the bar, and then walk back. And then walk up to the bar and place it on your traps and rear delts, somewhere in between there. And then take the bar, take a couple steps back onto your plates, get a nice comfortable position, have your feet about shoulder width apart or hip width apart, and then have your toes pointed slightly outward. And then you're going to start the rep, right? You're going to go down, come back up. And you want to focus on, you see how my knees are traveling way over my toes? You don't have to do it that much. Especially if this is uncomfortable for you, just do the regular barbell back squat with your knees not traveling over your toes. But if this doesn't cause any pain or discomfort, then absolutely do the heels elevated and your knees over your toes. And you can see I'm going all the way ass to grass. You don't have to do that either. As long as you get to parallel or a little bit below parallel, that's going to be completely fine. Even if you don't get to all the way parallel, what your depth is right now can be improved over time as long as you're doing an exercise that's going to help you improve your quads. If that's what your goal is, that's going to be fine. You don't have to go to parallel if you can't reach parallel right now. You can do this exercise once a week for 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 8 reps, and then resting 2 to 3, even upwards of the 5 minutes between each set. All right, moving on to exercise number 2. It's going to be either hack squats or pendulum squats if you have those machines at your gym. If not, I don't have those machines at my gym. So what we're going to do is I'll show you on the screen now of what those exercise machines look like. But what we're going to do is go over the next best thing that will definitely be in your gym, which is a leg press machine. So if you want to grow your quads, the second best exercise for growing your quads is going to be the leg press machine. And just like in the squat, we're going to want to create an environment where our knees are traveling over our toes so we can create maximum knee flexion to put the maximum stress on our quads. So let's go over how you're going to do this exercise. You're going to sit down on the machine and place your feet low and close with your toes pointing slightly outwards, as you can see here in this video, and then unrack the machine and start the descent. And then you want to stop before your butt and low back come off the bench, or come off the pad. So make sure you start with little to no weight, and make sure you find that range of motion that's going to be comfortable for you, and have your butt and low back staying flat on the pad. And then push the weight back up and aim to keep the pressure on your midfoot to heel, not on your toes. And then that's how you do this exercise. You can do this exercise 1 to 2 times per week for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, resting 1 to 3 minutes between each set. The third best exercise for growing your quads is going to be leg extensions and leg extension variations. So just doing regular leg extensions are great to grow your quads, but you can also change it up if you're getting bored or wanting to put some more stress on your quads in different ways. Here are some ways to do it. So the regular leg extension machine, you just sit down on the machine and adjust it so that the pad is not over your ankles, but just on the bottom of your shins, and then extend your knees and squeeze at the top for a quarter to half second before going back down. And then some variations you could do, like this one, single leg extensions, and then you could do double leg extensions with 3-second negatives, and then you could do single leg extensions with 3-second negatives, and then you could also just add in cluster sets, myo reps. You could add in a ton of variations to change up the stress that you're putting on your quads. And if you're just getting bored of regular old leg extensions, doing it with both legs, give these variations a try. You can also bias which part of your quad you're hitting during leg extensions. So let's say you wanted to work on your inner quad sweep, right by your kneecap right there, the vastus medialis. What you're going to do is place your feet and turn them outward. When you turn them outward, you're gonna bias your inner quad sweep more. And if you want to bias your outer quad sweep more, you would turn your feet inward. So just a good way to think of that, whichever ways your toes are pointed, you're hitting the opposite quad muscle. So if you have your feet facing inward, you're hitting your outer quads. If you have your feet facing outward, you're hitting your inner quads. But just take note that you're still hitting your overall all 4 quad muscles, but you're just gonna put a bias on the inner or outer quad. You can do this exercise 1 to 2 times per week, doing 3 sets of somewhere between 8 to 15 plus reps, resting 1 to 2 minutes between each set. All right, thank you guys for watching. If you wanna go vote on my Instagram story for which muscle group comes next week, go do that now. It'll probably be up while you're watching this or within 30 minutes to an hour after you're watching this. But go vote for which muscle group you want next week. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, comment something down below, and subscribe if you're not already.